Today I'm going to show you how to paint a deer in a river.
If you're already a member of the Enjoying Art community, please plan to join us every Friday. We have 2 painting sections together. And this YouTube channel is all about how to paint and draw with relaxation. If this is your first time here, please subscribe and turn on notification.
I'm going to use this Artisa heavyweight cold press watercolor paper. It's 140 pounds. First, let's do a little composition. I'm going to use the calligraphy brush. Let's take a look at where's the location. I'm going to put the head of the deer over here. I'm going to put the tail over here. So I'm going to maybe move it a little bit toward the left side. So I'm going to put a little mark over here and then make sure I have enough reflection. The reflection is most interesting. So put some color over here. That's good. Like that. The top over here. Let's do a little starty. Most people maybe feel scared directly with watercolor in the drawing study. So I'm going to coming up over here. It's okay. You can erase it with water. Okay, coming like this. Start from big and then going look for smaller and smaller shape. And here you go. So this is the head. Like that. And take a look at the arm coming over here. That's good. Almost there. We're getting all the location. So it seems important. Also, because the mark we're putting on the paper now is put it light and soft. So it should be okay later when we're doing more and more of the painting and darker and darker the colors, and those will be disappearing. Okay. I'm also going to show you how to erase the thing you don't want to keep. Okay, now the head of the deer should be a little bit higher. Right here, like that. Okay, that's good. We're going to do it step by step. Just follow me and you're going to have a great fun. Okay, now I'm going to use the 1-inch flat brush. I'm going to just use the water. I'm going to remove this little mark over here. It's okay. And much lighter now. That's good. Very easy to soften it. I'm going to lift up those wet. Just use the paper towel and make it much drier. That's just good. I'm going to give a little color on the deer before we go into the background. I'm going to have the yellow and the red color. I'm just going to put a little color over here like that. A little bit red. Okay. Like that. Star coming down over here. And then the back. That's good. Like that. And the ear a little bit lighter. So we're going to keep the ear. Let it a little light. Just lift up the color with the calligraphy brush. And now I'm going to have the little similar color on the belly over here. Like that. That's good. Like that. Very easy to blend the color because so much hair and the hair so long. Like that. I'm going to just use the clean brush, let go. So create a little bit softer transition. And it's okay. That's good. Over here, use the water, blend it a little bit. Like that. Use the side of the brush. And here you go. I'm going to remove a little bit because this area should be a little bit lighter. Now that's good. I'm going to come down to in the shadow side, have a little bit more blue. So I'm going to actually have the blue color right over here. Like that. There you go. A little bit softer. Coming over here, have a little bit shape, some smaller shape like this, and then coming to here. Too much water, so I'm going to lift up the water, and it'll make it look too light. So now I'm going to pick this color again, coming over here. Here you go. And in the shadow side, create a form. Here you go, like that. Have a little bit warmer. Here you go. Now I'm gonna divide it into the smaller shape. Like that. It's very easy to do. Just let your mind be free. Just do that. And on this side, also add this pretty wet, so be careful. We may not really want to do too much at this point. Now coming to the face, take a look. And the face over here also very great. And coming on here, a little bit brown. I'm gonna keep that mark here. So like that, that's good. That's the shape and the value and the color of the face. Like that. That's good. I'm gonna add a little bit brighter color on the back over here. A little bit brighter color on the barrier over here. That's good. A little bit over here. Okay, so pretty good suggestions. I'm gonna think about from the top over here all the way coming down. I'm gonna leave a little bit speckle light over here. And let's take a look. I'm gonna squint my eye to see how dark the color before I think about what color it is. I'm gonna have a little bit red, the red with the blue color. Here you go. Yeah, this is pretty dark. I'm gonna add a little yellow color. You see, a little color like that. And that's good. A little bit warmer. I'm gonna start from the top over here. And it looks like you need to have a little bit yellow and red into this. So on the top over here, it will feel like a little bit warmer color. So I like this angle coming up like this. I'm going to skip that spot. I'm going to directly coming down over here to, okay, that's good. Coming like this. And then when it get a little bit drier, I'm going to come back to fill in a little bit blue color in a similar value. Okay. Now coming down over here. Now we're going to ping around the shape of the deer. So we got a little bit blue color, a little bit red, more like a purple. Here you go. Now take a look. From here, look at it again. And that's good. Take your time and have fun. And this flat brush, the edge is pretty good. You can create a very, very controllable shapes. And coming in a little bit, coming down like this. And take a look. That's good. In a little bit more. And now coming up. If you think the color can be a little bit darker, you can use a little bit darker color. And while it's still wet, I'm going to looking up over here. So little by little, okay? Don't worry. You will get there. I'm going to put a little shape over there. Now here you go. And in front of the face, I'm actually going to make it even darker by just glaze all over it. That's good. So that's good. And the top over here, the color looks pretty good, but the color start changing. So I'm gonna start changing the color after I put this outline over here. That's that. That's good. And the back over here, like that. That's good. Right. Now I'm gonna come into. First, I'm gonna add a little blue color on the top over there, making sure it's dark enough. Okay, so I don't want this shape jump up too much. I'm gonna have a little bit red, but it feel like the log right over here. That's good. And if it's not dark enough, you're gonna add a little other color to it. That's good, like that. That's good. And the top over here, add that color up here too. So make it a little bit more consistent. Like That's good. Right over there. And over here, this area, I'm going to add a little green color by add a little yellow color in here. Here you go. So get the feeling of the green. And now I'm going to start changing the color. Now, down over here, I have a little bit more blue. I actually should have a little bit red shade blue color. I'm going to start making the color connected coming down here. Okay, also into the shadow side up here, like that. That's good. I'm going to come in on this side. It's very similar color. And I'm going to start changing the color. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to come in down over here, have a little bit purplish color. So I'm going to get a little bit red. Here you go. A little red. A little bit more red. Here you go. Here you go. And now get to a little bit closer and closer. A little bit red. Coming on this side too. If it's too dark, it just lift up the color. And just pretty easy. Like that. I'm going to use the same color underneath here. Like that. That's good. Like that. I'm going to leave a little white. I'm going to come back with a little smaller shape a little bit later. Okay, like this. And have a little light shape on this leg. Like that. That's good. I'm going to start leaving a little lighter area. Like that. Okay, that's good. Now coming the front over here. Just use this large brush so you can focus on the bigger connection. Okay, like that's good. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Okay, now I'm gonna continue coming down over here. Now I'll come in to do the second layer to adjusting the color. I'm gonna use my calligraphy brush, still working at the bigger shape. So I'm gonna take the yellow color and with a little bit blue. That's good. So I'm first gonna tap this color in here. Just use the corner like that. Think about how the shape is gonna connect it together. Okay, a few shapes and see if this shape work. If not, you can change it. Over here, I'm gonna add a little bit color over here too. Make people feel, oh, it could be grass. Okay, so I have that color over there. Even though this looks simple, but it actually help a lot to direct the audience attention. So I'm going to take this a little bit dark color like that. I'm going to put it right here. Maybe a little bit more red. I'm going to have a little bit warmer. That's good. And like this. Okay. And a little bit down at this area like that. And then give a little suggestions. Top over here too. Okay, that's good. Okay, a little bit over here. Oh, that's good. And the top over here, I'm gonna give it a little bit purplish color. So get the red and the blue color. And here you go. Now I'm gonna put it up right in here. Like that. That's good. Right. A little red. A little bit more red shade blue color. Here you go. Nice. And I'm gonna have this color over here, coming around, and don't get too lower. That's just good. I'm gonna have this color over here too. Yeah, make the color a little bit more even. Okay, that's good. Like this. Here you go. The top over here. Here you go. Like that. There's a lot more information now. And more interesting. Okay. Now I'm gonna clean my brush, and just the brush, no color. I'm gonna have it over here. They have a little bit, lift it a little bit, create a little texture, and they're suggesting what is the objects in the back over here. Just a little dry brush. And now I'm gonna come down over here, have a little bit of the purple color, like that, and extend this very softly, horizontally, extend it like this. Okay, I'm gonna just use the corner of the brush, like that, tap on it. That's good. I'll come back with the calligraphy brush for a smaller shape. That will be great. And coming down over here, I'm gonna use, this is actually pretty good color already. So at the front over here, I'm gonna have a little bit brown color. I'm gonna take this color, the red and the yellow. Okay, like that. A little bit blue. Okay, here you go. The blue is very strong. So I'm gonna get the yellow and the red again. A little red, like this. That's good. Now, I'm going to use the sideway, okay, like that. You see that? That's very easy to control this shape, and very nicely. Okay, here you go. And on this side, I'm going to come in over here, and that's it, okay? You don't want to get too in, like that. Okay, look at that. That's nice. Okay, and the side, and the edge over here. Okay, here you go. Alright, that's pretty good. And the middle over here too. I'm gonna have the sideway. Okay, a little bit like this. That's good. And now over here, I'm gonna also going a little bit more texture, a little bit more, a few more line like this. So in the middle, I'm gonna have some really thin line. You see that? How easy. Just drag the line. I'm gonna have a little bit bigger shape over here. This is to catch the shadow from the deer. Okay. Like that. That's good. A little to catch the shadow over here too. Okay, that's good. Over here, and I'm going to organize that together a little bit more. Okay, like that. Okay, that looks very nice. So I'm going to keep it like that. I'm going to soften this a little bit. Have this connected. Just a couple brushes. And then the top over here, now I'm going to have a little organizing. And here like that, softly, just half of my brush. That's good enough, like that. You can control how much of the brush that you're gonna use. Okay, that's easy. Now at this point, I'm gonna come into the background. I'm gonna take this color. I'm gonna give it a little bit more. Now, a little bit more. And I have a few lines over here like this. Okay, like this. Here you go. And a little bit softer. And that's good. And coming over here, here you go, like that. And a little shape over here. And now it has enough suggestions showing that that is what is going on in the background here. It looks really good. I'm gonna have a little bit darker right over here, like that, and maybe have a few lines. Okay, that's good. Alright, now I'm going to take a look at the face over here. It's already dry. So I'm going to come in to give it a little bit separation, make the face stand out a little bit, and need to have a little bit red color, right? Like it look like a brown color, dark color, okay, like this. And a little bit red. Okay, that's good. Okay, now I'm going to take a look at the shape of their face. Now here you go. Come up here. There you go. Now like this. And take a look at the face. Here you go. From here. Look like a big triangle. So coming all the way here. This brush is very easy to control. The shape and the line. So take a look right here. That's good. Like that's the shape. And coming up over here like this. Now we can see there's interesting light shape. I want to keep it like that. Coming up a little bit so the shape gets smaller. That's good. Now I'm going to come to have a little bit blue, a little bit more gray. Now here you go. Coming on the top over here. There you go. Make the whole area to the similar color. That's good. Now coming to the side here. Now we're gradually finishing the color and the value of the shadow. Now here a little bit warmer. I get a little bit warmer color like that. Okay, here you go. Now I'm gonna come under here a little bit lighter, but first with a little bit blue color first. Have it a little blue color like that, little blue color. Here you go. Okay, now coming to a little brown color. You can sense it how the color change. Okay, coming down over here like that. Here you go. Now make this into the same shape, the same value color. Here you go. Like that. A little bit lower, like that. That's good. Alright, I'm gonna coming over here to reform the shape. This definitely need to be darker, right? This the way it's now looks good. Now the shadow side. After you have the shadows on the light side, the painting look a lot more dynamic and a lot more convincing and more beautiful. Okay, like that. Okay, take a look at on this side. That's good. A little bit higher. And this color a little bit more brown. So I'm gonna get a little bit more yellow color and red into here. Like that. That's good color. Now coming here. Here you go. Now a little bit coming down all the way to the water. And this is on the other side. Seeing the knee of the other side. That's good. And have a little bit gray color. Little gray color. Okay, here you go. Like that. And coming here. And here you go. Now add this color on the convincing this other leg. And still give a little separation between these two. That's good. Like that. We'll come back to add the middle tone a little bit later. Alright, I'm gonna get the brown color. And here you go, underneath. And coming here. That's good. Like that. Alright, now I'm gonna give a little separation on the tummy over here. Is put it orange, red and yellow. Like that, that's good. I'm gonna give them suggestion like that, tap on it. That's good. Now I'm gonna use a little bit water and coming here, a little bit water. Like that, here you go. That's good, connect that over. Now I'm gonna have a little bit yellow and the red color. A little bit brighter. Now here you go. Now I'm gonna keep changing color. I'm gonna get a little more of these two colors together. Now here you go. This color a little bit brighter, and that's good. Like that. Okay. And I'm gonna come to have a little bit more yellow. Okay, right here. That's good. And a little brown color. So have a little bit orange color. Okay, like that. I'm gonna make this a little bit softer. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna come back at the top over here. I'm gonna get a little bit yellow while we're doing on the body. And the top and get drier and drier. So now this is good time. Just think about how the color actually create the impression, the beautiful color. And like right here. And a little bit color over here. That's the changing of the neck. Okay, now I'm gonna have yellow and the red, a little bit water. Now I'm gonna have this color coming down, some changes color, beautiful color. Let's go. Now connect down over here. Okay, a little bit red. So I don't want to look like too green. And lift up the color. Have a little bit. This a little bit brown right here. Connect that. That's good. Okay, now on the body on the top over here, when I have the color a little bit shaded a little bit like that. Okay. There's a little bit coming here. So, and I'm gonna also have the cross contour line like that coming down. Okay, that looks good. Okay, now the leg over here also a little bit dimmer, and also here also a little bit dimmer as well. A little bit feeling a little bit more orange color. Like this, a little bit more warmer coming down to the neck. And a little bit warmer like that. That's good. Now I'm gonna lift up a little color, just the calligraphy brush. Now I'm gonna lift the color a little bit lighter down over here. That's good. Okay, now that's a good time coming back here to give a color in the middle tone and shade it a little, so it's still seeing the separation between the two legs, but and it give it some enough separation. Okay, that's good. Now I'm going to make the body a little bit softer, so just use the calligraphy brush, soften it a little bit. Okay, that's good. Now I can add a little gray color on the other ear, like that. That's good. Now I'm going to add a little blue color into the water. So just have a little light blue color. And here you go, some light blue color. Here you go, another blue color, another blue color. That's easy. Okay, like that. And in the distance, also a lot of blue color over here too. So a lot of suggestions up here. Okay, on the other side, doing the same thing like this, a little blue color suggestion. And now I'm gonna come in to a little bit darker color here. I have a lot of suggestions like that. There's a lot of suggestions already, and I can draw some lines showing the movement of the texture. Final touch to the deer is very easy, and you get the red color into this gray. Now have a little bit blue color together. Now I'm gonna come into add some deeper color to suggest the details. Now take a look here, and the edge over here, like that. That's good. Okay, take a look at the eye. A lot of small suggestions will maybe make it feel like an eye. And then coming to the mouth over here, a lot of simple shape for the nose. And down over here, a lot of details here, like this. Okay, now I'm gonna add a little bit sharper contrast on the top here. That's good. And now a little bit over here, and a little shape separation over here. And this leg can be a little bit darker as well. And now take a look at with a little bit gray color. Now connect that over. Okay, a little separation over here, like that. That's good. Now I'm going to separate this a little bit, showing the changes. Now that's good. A little bit that make a huge difference. Now I'm going to come take a look at the body. Over here, I'm going to have a little bit softer transition. That's good. Now I'm going to come to a little brown color. So get the yellow color with this, we get the brown color. And maybe too bright, get a little blue color into it. That's good. Now, what I want to do, I'm going to have a little changes, a little suggestions of with lines, like that. A little suggestion with a little line like this. It's good. Now, a little suggestions of the wet hair. Okay, like that. If you don't have this calligraphy brush, you can get it from enjoyingart.com brushes. These two brushes together, you can finish any paintings in any sizes. See you next time.